like to put the violins outside like this in the sun. This is the way the old masters did it. Fuck. This just isn't gonna work. I'm a nobody. I didn't go to school. How do I differ from all these thousands of other violin makers? A great violinist could really get my career going. What kind of sound are you wanting to achieve with this instrument?
A very powerful sound.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it.
Now, how much would you charge? I was looking online, and the sex dolls that people make are over $7,000, some of them.
I believe that anything that I have ever done was with the help of old masters. I believe that they guide me when I ask them for help. I truly believe that. These clamps suck, man. I'm not even a trained violin maker. How am I gonna do this? Oh, this is really fucked up now. Everything that can go wrong had went wrong with this. Everything.
Oh, we should light one of these candles.
No, because we've got alcohol everywhere. It will blow up and we'll be dead.
My name is Alec Callan. I'm Scottish. I have a sort of Ray-Ban addiction.
America. In the birthplace of rodeo and the cheeseburger, where snowmelt flows into every glass. We hear it floating on the breeze above red rocks, or drifting way out into the backcountry where the wild things roam, and the air hums with life. It's our anthem to freedom. But listen carefully. One voice has gone missing. A note that rang through our mountains for eons has disappeared. Help us return this voice to Colorado.
As a result of the Castro Revolution, my parents made the unthinkable decision of sending their kids to the United States.
Called Operation Pedro Pan, the goal of the airlift was to get children out of Cuba to avoid the communist indoctrination by Fidel Castro.
We had family in Miami, but they never met us at the airport. So from that, we were assigned to orphanages.
After being in the orphanage for a month, if somebody had said, don't worry, one of these days you're going to be mayor of Denver, it seemed like it would take a miracle of biblical proportions for that to happen.
It'll be my first trip back to Havana in 15 years, ready to experience something really great, wonderful adventure in front of us. Every once in a while, something gets to me, like the song, ¿Cómo fue? The way the song goes is, How did this happen? I don't know to tell you how this happened. I can't explain it, but somehow I fell in love with you. Perhaps it was your eyes or your lips, or perhaps, this is my favorite line, or perhaps it was my impatience waiting for someone like you to arrive into my life. So it would be great for me if somehow my story would help bring some attention in how one immigrant, in this case me, one immigrant can make a difference. And I hope people see that my life has made a difference.
Oh man, it's a long day out. I thought this was the shortest day.
It is.
Oh man.
If I set it up, then I gotta go home. Then I gotta take it all down.
You gotta tell your wife you're still alive at the end of rides like this.
At least 18 to 20 minutes, I hated every single person that I saw. And I hated my bike. And I hated the decisions that I made to come here.
I honestly, and I know this sounds really far-fetched, but I don't think Joni would be here, or she wouldn't be the happy person she was if it wasn't for Bob Jensen.
And Bob just kind of came into our lives and became part of our lives through this newspaper article.
My dad sent her a card and then thought, well, then she's gonna get all these cards and then they're gonna stop and then she's gonna be like, you know, sad and lonely again. So he decided to send her another card the next day and another one the next day, and basically sent her a homemade card, usually oversized, every day for about 2.5 years.
It's easy to not get involved. It'd be easy to just ignore that little blurb in the paper and say, oh, hope somebody sends her a card. But then to do it, and then do it again, and again, and again, and ongoing for thousands of cards, it's, you know, that's dead.
He was always there for us. I mean, you know, no matter what we needed, what we had to do, he was always there.
It's like in the news and the media, you focus on the bad, but you know, there's so much more good happening, and there's little reminders of that everywhere.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work when you drop your arm like that.
Please, Mark, it's fine. There are people waiting.
Oh, well, they can just keep waiting. Come on.
What?
We have to get this photo.
Why do we have to get this photo?
Because we do.
Al-Kaaba. Al-Kaaba.
So you just forgot how to talk, is that it? I want to make you be the bread as I used to be before I left. I was something and I could pay back my money, and if you got anything you got me good. But I don't know if you're really up to it, as I got one job out of poaching chip.
I've always loved just hopping on the bike and accessing the river. The concerns are quite a bit different than what's at home. How deep my fly is and where am I going to sleep tonight. Where's the next gas station where I can get a fruit pie? The goal is certainly to catch a fish, although just spending time in nature, whether on the bike or with a fly rod, is why I do it.
On a random Monday morning, some guy called me. Matthias was his name, and he had a vision. 1 month, 6 riders, 8 countries, and 6,000 kilometers. He spoke to me of shared cultural experiences with locals, good times, and of course, a lot of riding along the way. It didn't take me long to make my decision. Hop on board and let's hit the road.
To Bulgaria with this one. Like this.
Sharing your passion with those kids who never had chance maybe to try snowboarding was something really cool.
My name is Nina. It means sun. I'm untouchable. Every day I wake up and pray. I pray that me and my brothers and sisters can go to school. Amma said that I must be a good girl so that I become something better in my next life. What about this one? Can this life change? I don't want my family to stay the same. And people to look at us differently. Like we matter, that we are somebody. Amma says this is a new day for all of us. She had tears in her eyes and said she never thought this would happen. I hope I make her proud.
We gotta do things better. That's easy said, but it's hard done.
How are we going to produce more fiber when we're destroying the forests?
We have 300,000 babies dying on the first day of birth within the first hour. I came across more plastic bags than fish.
Most people who live in Kabul will know somebody who has been hurt or killed by a landmine.
The world has more than enough white teacups.
啊，关门啊！
再给我一点时间。
明天再练吧。
明天是我最后的机会了。
挺好，胸背。再来一次，来，挺好胸背，别腰，保持重心，上松。
É o seguinte, vamos otimizar o nosso tempo. Eu sou produtor de cinema. Eu não faço filmes, eu faço dinheiro. A gente tem que buscar o simples, o arroz com feijão. As pessoas querem ir pro cinema para se divertir, para dar risada, entendeu? Esquecer dos problemas, botar tudo dentro de uma caixinha, tampar e só abrir essa porra de volta quando o filme terminar. O projeto de vocês é muito sofisticado, entendeu? I'm sorry, guys, mas não vai dar.
Meu roteirista é meu diretor favorito. Agora isso aqui bombou!
Hoje, as pessoas podem olhar pra vocês lá embaixo.
Filho, você tem 24 anos, já tá formado. Eu, na sua idade, morava sozinho.
Você precisa de uma profissão que te dê estabilidade, que te dê segurança, meu filho. Por que você não faz um concurso público?
Bicho, a gente tem que fazer um filme.
Cara, é isso que a gente tá tentando fazer há anos, mas ninguém tá levando a sério.
Fabrício, vamos fazer um filme barato, então. Filme de baixo orçamento, uma locação só pra gente meter em festival, cara. A inscrição pro Festival do Rio daqui a pouco.
E o que nossos filmes têm a ver com o festival?
Vamos fazer um drama.
Drama, cara? Tá maluco? Ninguém entende drama.
Claro que vocês podem filmar aqui. Se eu for o produtor. Pra fazer o irmão mais novo, a gente tá pensando seriamente num amigo nosso que é o Cadu Vasconi, que ele é ator de teatro, curte essa onda de processo, viver o personagem, laboratório.
O único problema mesmo ficou com o protagonista, porque a gente não conseguiu imaginar ninguém pra fazer o papel.
O que vocês acham do Nanão Cordeiro?
Eu estou morrendo. Me perdoa!
Por conta de certos imprevistos de produção, A gente só tem 9 dias pra entregar o filme pronto no festival.
A gente não vai conseguir terminar o nosso filme.
A gente precisa cortar a folga e a gente tem que aumentar a duração das nossas diárias. Como é que tu nunca disse pra gente que tu é traficante? Pô, não era óbvio? Por que tu acha que eu quis ser produtor de cinema? Esse filme vai ser foda, caralho.
These are 2 volts, these little ones, 2 volts, 2 volts. The ones in the middle are all 4 volts. Boy, that guy's frozen.
We can't drink anymore. When we were together and drank, then we'd have arguments. But, you know, we don't drink anymore.
See, I got my inheritance before him. Then the money ran out.
Where nothing is owed, deserved, or expected. And your life doesn't change by the man that's elected.
They called for 2 cups of breadcrumbs. I didn't have the breadcrumbs, so I'll put in 2 cups of macaroni. Worked out just as good.
I always check the pockets. Here's the ticket. The winning ticket is in the damn pocket.
She's trying to put words in my mouth about drinking, about being depressed, all this bullshit. She goes, I can get you into the program.
Social service rigmarole. You put us somewhere, take what little belongings we have, and the rest of the stuff will be either stolen or sold. We're here on our own for 3.5 years without any trouble. The opportunity, Jack. I can't pass it up. He just left. He never said goodbye. He never said anything.
I'll get through it. I'll find my way again. But I'm gonna miss that guy.
There was a dream. One day I could see it.
Is taking our youth and introducing them to a lifelong learning connection to nature.
An incredible experience that me and 4 other women got to have, where we lived on a mountain semi-primitively for a full year.
So when we slow down, we connect to the natural flow. Nature helps us detox and purge all of the different distractions that we kind of build up around ourselves.
Part of the power of it is that, yes, you're isolated and you're alone, but you're not helpless. And that was part of the great story I think Tori wanted to tell.
I'm feeling pretty fresh, yeah. I'm feeling pretty stable. Feeling really blessed, yeah. I'm feeling really grateful.
In my high school life, I've had troubles with hanging out with girls my age, so I was kind of nervous coming here to live with each other, to become a team, to be with ourselves.
When she left, she was still a little girl in so many ways. And when she came back, she wasn't.
Help! Anybody, please help me! I don't want to go to school today.
See you after school.
Welcome. Hey, you're gonna love it here. You'll never have to run away anymore.
Okay, not so fast. Just breathe. I am the key to the door of success. Surprise! What are you doing here? I didn't think seeing your sister was going to be such a bother. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I can write better bullshit than these idiots. And done.
Hey, Hannah, come here. You've got to see this.
You guys, I just read a book that changed my life. I Like Me by Dr. Margaret Schultz.
Dr. Schultz?
Dr. Margaret Schultz.
Dr. Schultz? Dr. Margaret Schultz.
Dr. Margaret Schultz got her PhD from the University of the Pacific Rim.
I was very affected by that movie.
Nope. Hi, I'd like to see if I can sell any of these books.
All right. Looks like this is the only one we'll take.
Really, just the one?
You'd be surprised how many people come in to offload their self-help books when they realize there's nothing they can do with their sad lives.
What I want most for Antonio is for him to be able to take care of himself to the greatest extent possible. And I'd also like for the community around him to be more understanding and more aware and more welcoming and more inclusive. When Antonio was 4 years old, he was diagnosed with developmental delays and sensory issues. The doctor said he would need a lot of help: physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, tutoring. They said he would never go to college. I tried to enroll him in the private faith-based school I attended as a child. They said they didn't have the teacher training or the financial resources to educate him. I had visited and talked with 23 private faith-based schools in the Bay Area within a 40-mile radius of my home, 21 Christian schools and 2 Catholic schools, and none of them were able to take Antonio. They said he was better off in public school, where they were required by law to educate kids with special needs. Each year that Antonio was in public school, the percentage of time he spent in a segregated classroom only for students with special needs kept growing. And I was told that this was the appropriate placement for my son. I learned that this was actually against the law. At church, Antonio was excluded from activities such as Bible studies and mission trips. Everywhere we went, I pushed for inclusion with his peers so he could be with everyone else. But I was told, "You're too aggressive. You're too direct. You're too single-minded. You're too unrealistic about your son's future." I was defiant in my response. You don't know the future for my son. You have no idea what's going to happen with him. Don't place your limits on my son.
Whenever you fall, he'll catch you. You can be brave to do the things you do. Whenever you call, he'll hear you. You are his child and he is the one who loves you.